You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby, remember.
And welcome to the Road and Plate. We are here at Motorsport Arena, and these guys are getting ready to grid up here for Heat 1 as Cameron Caldwell sits on the pole for Heat 1, and these are timed races here in the on the road course here at Motorsport Arena. I want to thank everybody for joining us here as well, we are getting ready to get going here. And let's go over that starting lineup as we bring that up. Here we got Cameron Caldwell on the pole here. To his outside would be the Chew Cook and Bottle Washer here at Road and Plate, Dustin Bally. Aaron Smith in that number 70 truck. He is going to be starting on the inside of row number 2. On the inside, or the outside of row number 2 would be Phil Keck. On the inside of row number 3 would be Brian Molitar. James Moore will be starting 6th. 7th will be Evan Hoopchak. Devin Jack will be starting 8th. 9th will be Johnny Rapp. Jay Bass will be starting 10th. Dakota Null will be starting 11th here in this heat race. Laura Wiseman will be starting 12th. Starting 13th will be Dan Ott. Sean Johnson will be starting 14th. Samuel Stoner will be starting 15th. Starting 16th will be Tom Wendt. Ken Estep will be starting 17th. And Mark Royce will be starting in the 18th position. Starting 19th will be Benson Weaver. Brian Wilmer will be starting 20th. Nick Seraf will be starting in the 21st spot. 22nd will be Dade Grajewski. Mark Kruger will be starting, or Michael Kruger will be starting 23rd. And rounding out your field will be Ryan Campbell. And not gridding up for Heat 1 will be Mark Royce. As we get ready to go here. And like I said, these heat races are timed. So these guys get ready to come down and make their way around this race course. This is a very technical race course, and we're going to bring that up for you, the track map. And I'm Alan Bergen here live from the city of, just south of St. Louis here on a Thursday night. And we're going to get these trucks cranked up to crazy. And this track is a good 2 to 3 miles in length. Lots to talk about here is Dustin Bally on the outside of that front row for this heat number 1. And there's no cautions, but there's no cautions, and well, these guys are, you could say, racing for a whole lot of stake here. As it looks like we got 3 different sections for the S course, or the S's. As we get ready to get these guys going here. How many laps can these guys make? We're about to find out here. As the pace car peels off and the last left-hander, and we are getting ready to go green flag racing here at Motorsport Arena. Cameron Caldwell, Dustin Bally will bring the field to green in heat number 1. 15 minutes on the clock as you got this real technical chicane here. Whoa, we already got Phil Keck went off the track. Molitor went off the track. Hubchek went off the track. Let's see what happened here. We're in the chopper cam. Want to thank our sponsor here tonight, Premier Setup Shops. And we got a lot of trucks off the racetrack. Ooh, there goes the 7 truck. So we come back out to the live picture here. It's all Cameron Caldwell so far. Aaron Smith currently running in that second position. As we're actually going to go on a board with Aaron Smith out of Hollywood, South Carolina. 4-speed transmissions here on these trucks here. Wow. In this series, you know, they are known for very clean racing. So they had an hour and a half of qualifying. Run as many laps as you can, get used to the racetrack. As we're on the 13-minute mark here. So 2 minutes have already gone by. Dustin Bali trying hard as to catch that number 7 dude. See Devin Jack in the 49 truck. He's a few seconds behind Dustin Bali. You got Johnny Rapp back here in the 6th position. He's in hot pursuit, driver out of Deptford, New Jersey. Johnny Rapp in that number 52 truck. There is James Moore with Jay Bass there. I want to thank our sponsor, Palmrat Golf. Couple more races left in the season. These guys are on the back after the season. There is Dustin Bali once again. James Moore in the PPG truck. Lots of great onboard shots as we are at 11 minutes left here in this heat race. And I would, you know, I do call it a heat race. And the field will be inverted after this. Lewisburg's Dakota Knoll and the double nickel. And you can see how he's just running that transition. The transition's so smooth. He's going to float it out there on the rumble strips. We go a little bit deeper in the field here. As Dade crashes. Let's see what happened to Dade there. And the number 6 truck out of Plainfield, Connecticut. Oh, a little too much Napa know-how for that number 6 truck. And some even more Napa know-how for the number 6 truck. So we come back out to the live picture here. A little more time has gone off the board. We made roughly about 3 laps here. We got 9 minutes left in this heat race. See the field there. I just love road courses, especially whenever these guys are just snaking around there. Nine and a half minutes left here in this heat race. Dan Ott there running in that number 29 Raw Speed Ford F-150. Michael Kruger there in the number 40 truck. Brian Molitor. If you're looking at him there in that number 4 truck, down 8 positions. So far in 9 minutes, these drivers have run 3 laps. And that's normal for these road courses, as these guys, they don't give very many laps in the time to race. Laura Wiseman there in that number 84 Chevy Silverado, Valvoline sponsored. Let's see how she does getting around the road course. Oh, wow. As Evan Huchek spins it out. A lot of these guys minding their P's and Q's for this race, and making sure that everything is kosher for the feature. 7 minutes left here in this heat race, or 8 minutes left rather. We're riding with Laura Wiseman there in that number 88 Chevy Silverado, sponsored by Valvoline. Right now, I believe we are I don't have a track map. Don't want that. Certainly don't want that. There we go. Gotta love live television. Right now, Laura Wiseman is down 2 spots, running 14th right now. As we take a look here, we are going to get away from there. Put that away there. Okay. Get rid of that. Everything decided to puke there for a moment. Get rid of that and show you the weather here. So right now it's 65 degrees. That's the ambient temperature, 45% relative humidity under a cloudy sky, and the track temperature is 74 degrees. So that's your weather. It's what I like to call a Chamber of Commerce type of day. Right now, it's been all Cameron Caldwell as he's under fire from the 70 truck of Aaron Smith. We are just under 5.5 minutes here in this heat race. And like I said, this is a very technical racetrack, as we're going to go ahead and bring that track map back up there, so that way you guys can see your favorite drivers here. As we are 5 minutes left in the heat race, and so far everybody's made about a little under 7 laps. Want to thank everybody for joining here in the YouTube.com live chat. Let us know who you're rooting for. Shout them out. We'll get them on the screen there. We got 4.5 minutes left here in this heat race. And so far it's been all Aaron Smith from the drop of the green flag. It's Dustin Bolly, trying to do everything he can to catch up to this first and second place truck here. And if you haven't checked out Pomrat Golf, by all means do it. I've heard great things about Pomrat, and want to thank these guys for being a sponsor of the Road and Plate series here on Sim Racing Media. And we want to thank everybody for making Sim Racing Media and Road and Plate by Pomrat Golf your entertainment destination here on a Thursday evening. 3 minutes and 42 seconds left here in the Heat 1 before we re-rack it and restack them and do them all over again for a feature race coming up shortly. So far, the driver, no one's really, setting the world on fire here on this road course. And these guys, in Heat 1 are just, wanting to get around here, save their stuff for the end. As we're approaching that 3-minute mark here, and we've made about 7 laps. So it's what you would typically, find is we got some drivers that are crashing. Let's see what happened. Looks like we got the 3 truck on around. He's going to take the slide for life, Brian Warmer. And he's just going to put it on pit road. Two minutes and 38 seconds left here in Heat 1. And right now, this is the most exciting thing on the racetrack. If you don't believe me, I'll turn it over to live timing. There we go. Cameron Caldwell out of Portland, Oregon. 2 minutes left. It's like Dade is having a rough go at this race course. Can't quite get it figured out. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 55 seconds. As Aaron Smith is well aware of the clock is ticking down, and so are the sands of the hourglass. Minute 40 left in the race. Left in the heat race, anyways. Once again, we'd like to thank everybody for making Sim Racing Media your entertainment destination. So we're going to come back out to the live shot here. So we got 1 minute, 20 seconds left to go here in Heat 1. Will Aaron Smith be able to catch, not only catch, but pass Cameron Caldwell? He's looking. He's looking. Does he try it? He's got it. Aaron Smith really needs to outbrake that 21 truck. As we're down to a minute, and now it's go time for Aaron Smith. If he wants anything to do with getting the lead here. I mean, a heat race win is a heat race win, but a feature win that's the one you want to win. Right now, everybody's running at 1 minute 29 seconds to 1 minute 34 seconds at the bottom of the field. As we are down to the last few seconds, and Aaron Smith, even Cameron Caldwell are starting to feel the pressure. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's going to do it for heat number 1. The checkered flag is out on this one here. They're going to finish up the lap. Crossing the line first is Cameron Caldwell. Aaron Smith crossing the line right behind him. Dustin Bali. Devin Jack. James Moore. He's going to bring Jay Bass and Dakota Knoll with him. Johnny Rapp crossing the line, finishing 8th. 9th will go to Brian Walter. Dan Ott will finish P10. Michael Kruger will finish 11th. Phil Keck will finish 12th. And we are going to go ahead and show you the results of Heat 1. Once it comes up. Looks like we got a few trucks out there still making laps, or finishing their laps rather. While these guys are finishing up, we are going to go ahead and talk to our Heat Race 1 winner. Let's go ahead and get him on up here. Or down here to the booth, maybe. Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and talk to our third place finisher.
Who's
Dustin Bali, this is Alan in the booth. How's it going?
Hey man, how you doing, bud?
Hey, look, what a run there in Heat 1. You know, not quite able to get back to Cameron Caldwell, but you sure did make a run at it. What's the track like from your perspective?
I'll tell you what, man, the track feels great tonight. There wasn't much fall off. There was lots of grip. My main issue with trying to keep pace with the guys in front was I kept getting slowdowns. There's a chicane in the back of the part of the track where you see the bollards kind of going across, and it's real unforgiving. So there's a lot of guys that if you go over that pavement too much, you're going to get a slowdown penalty. So I got 2 or 3 of them. So to finish within 2.5 seconds is pretty good considering I had all those slowdowns. But it felt great. I think at least among the top 4, we all were having a real good time.
Yeah, and so, you know, as we move forward into the feature race here in about a minute and a half, what's going to be the secret sauce to getting around Motorsport Arena? And I know you guys go to a lot of exotic tracks here in this league.
Yeah, this is a tight track. I think just trying to keep it on the road, trying to be patient. I think Brian Molitor, who starts second in the feature, is going to be really hard to beat. I think he'll probably clear Dan pretty quickly and then take off. So it's going to be up to me, Aaron, and Cameron to see if we can get back to the podium.
All right, well, we're going to let you go ahead and get warmed up here and get ready to go feature racing. And hopefully we'll be talking to you on the other end.
I hope so. Thanks again for broadcasting, guys. We love what you do.
Yep, that was the chief cook and bottle washer of the Road and Plate series, and I want to thank him. But while these guys are warming up, we are going to go ahead and step aside and pay some bills here on Sim Racing Media. I'm Alan Bergen, and we got about a minute left, so we'll be right back after this commercial break from our sponsor, Premier Saddle Shops. Welcome back to Road and Plate. And now, here we come. We have set the grid for the feature here tonight. Let's take you through those results for Heat 1. So here's the results from Heat 1, and that's how you're going to get to your grid here tonight, as Cameron Caldwell, Aaron Smith, Dustin Bally, Devin Jack, James Moore round out your top 5. Jay Bass, Dakota Knoll, Johnny Rapp will finish 6th, 7th, and 8th. Brian Molitor, Dan Ott, Michael Kruger, Phil Keck, Evan Husek will finish 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Laura Wiseman, Sam Stoner, Sean Johnson, Tom Went, and Ryan Campbell will finish 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. And then rounding out your field will be Kenneth Stepp, Benson Weaver, Derek Fouquet, Nick Seraf, Brian Warmer, and Dade Grochewski and Mark Royce rounding out your field. So with that being said, this is how we got to the feature here, as we're going to follow these guys around here. Let's show you the grid here. Dan Ott will be starting on the pole here in this one. Brian Molitor will be starting on his outside. Johnny Rapp will be starting 3rd. Dakota Knoll will be starting 4th. Jay Bass will be starting 5th. 6th will go to James Moore. Devin Jack will be starting 7th. Dustin Bally will be starting 8th. Aaron Smith will be starting in that 9th position. Rounding out your top 10 will be Cameron Caldwell, Heat 1 winner. Michael Kruger will start 11th. Phil Keck will start 12th. 13th will go to Evan Huchek. Laura Wiseman will be 14th. Sam Stoner will be 15th. 16th will go to Sean Johnson, Tom Went, Ryan Campbell, Kenneth Stepp, Bronson Weaver, Derek Fouquet, Nick Seraf, Brian Warmer, and rounding out your field will be Drew Grochewski, as these guys get ready to come on down. Mark Royce will be starting 25th. All right, here we go. Feature race time. Dan Ott, Brian Molitor on the front row. John Rapp saying, "Boo Sam." We don't boo anyone here in Sim Racing Media. We encourage everybody here to jump into YouTube.com live chat. We want to hear from you. We want to know who you're rooting on as we get ready to wipe the visor, pull the 5-point harness. Race fans, we are getting ready to go road racing here at Motorsport Arena as the iRace.com pace car gets ready to make that hard left turn, driven by, well, I don't know who's driving the pace car, as we are making it a long way around here. And you can kind of see where that iRace.com pace car makes that hard right-hand turn. Let's go road racing here with the Road and Plate Truck Series. Green flag is waving. We're out to a great start. Let's see if we can get around that first little chicane here. They come down the hill. 3, 4, 5 wide. They make the left-hander with these. 34 minutes on the clock. It looks like Jared Seraf is filling in for Nick Seraf. As well, Nick is on baby duty. Hey, look, Nick, as long as you're not changing diapers, and you know, you're always more than welcome to join me up here in the broadcast booth for a quick chat if you need to be, you know, need an escape from the dirty diaper syndrome. Dan Ott leads this one here as they come through that little left turn there. You learn something new every day as we go on board with Brian Molitor there in that number 4 truck. We'll go ahead and show his dashboard. I want to congratulate Nick Seraf on becoming a first-time father. So we got 33 minutes on the clock, 33 and a half minutes. Brian Molitor giving chase to Dan Ott in that number 29 truck. 4 Toyotas in the field. It's a real Chevy heavy. So we're going to go a little bit through the field here. James Moore in that 12 truck, the PPG sponsored Ford F-150. Right now, James Moore running in that 3rd position. James Moore in that 3rd position. Jay Bass running in that 4th position in that number 53 truck. As we are listening to the soulful sounds of the Road and Plate series. And well, as I stand corrected, YouTube will always correct you if you are wrong. Nick, congratulations on your 2nd child, a baby girl. Look, diaper duty is diaper duty. As right now, Cameron Caldwell has set the fastest lap of the race with a 1 minute 29 second lap driver out of Portland, Oregon. And that number 29 truck, we got about 30 minutes left here in this race. Want to thank everybody for making Sim Racing Media and Road and Plate by Palmrat Golf your entertainment destination. As we will take a look at the rest of the season here and their schedule. As it looks like the imposter Nick Seref has registered his crash. Here we go. Next Thursday we go to Donington. And then the round out. So we got 2 races left here in the season. So next week we go to Donington, 8:22. They are at Daytona. So we got 1 more road course and 1 more oval, if you will. Wanted to send our condolences out to Mr. Matt Metler, the voice of Road and Plate, as want to thank him. Definitely send our well wishes out to him, and he is grieving this evening. And want to thank Matt for his contributions here on Sim Racing Media week in and week out, bringing you guys the best programming that he can. Also want to give thoughts and well wishes to the residents affected by Hurricane Debbie and all those affected by the flooding in the Carolinas. And as we're going to come out to the wide shot there, Cameron Caldwell wins heat number 1. Here comes Michael Kruger as we got Kenneth Stepp registered as crashed. Let's see what happened here to that number 66 truck. And a little too much of the sauce. Brian Warmer has registered as crashed as well. And I don't see where oh, okay. I still don't see where he... I don't see where he crashed it at. It looks like he's going to enter pit road. Let's see what happened to Dade. We'll catch up on these replays here. Dade is going to bring it around on the left-hander. Get right up. Oh. Let's keep it on the road. Attaboy. As we come back out to the live picture here. So far it's been Brian Molitor, and that's the gap. That's the eyeball test. These guys are starting to make pit stops here, and we have 26 minutes left here in the race. So far, it's been all Brian Mulder all of the time. Once again, we want to thank everybody for making Sim Racing Media and the Palm Rat Golf your entertainment destination here on a Thursday night. I tell you what, though, getting ready for the kiddos to go back to school. I hope you're hope everybody's getting ready for a great weekend here. 25 minutes left here in the race for the Road and Plate series. You know, and the reason why we don't run cautions here on iRacing is because, one, it would take an insanely long time to get around some of these race courses, as they are just 2, even 3 miles long. As right now, Brian Molitor is, well, serving lunch to the field. There's the eyeball test. It's almost a 4-second gap. As showing Ken a step went off the track. Let's see what happened there. And if you said that he's going to lose it coming into this corner, well, you should probably be on a game show, because that's exactly what he does. And, you know, this league always goes to these technical race courses. Always goes to the exotic race courses. We got a little over 25 or 24 minutes left here in this one. So far, it's been Brian Molitor all day, all the time. But We are going to go ahead and go side by side here with the Road and Plate Series. You won't miss a thing here on Sim Racing Media. We'll be right back.
Uh, I could tell that who was I racing? I think I was racing Dan Ott maybe at the start there. I could tell he was going pretty heavy on the fuel save. It was gonna always be a fuel save race. So I just I took a couple of laps off of saving, got in front of him, and then I started sort of taking the reins on the fuel saving myself. That's how I got to the end.
Well, look, I was talking to Dustin after Heat 1. He's like, man, he goes, these guys are going to be tough tonight. How technical was this race course? And did you get a lot of practice laps around here?
I got a ton of practice laps, and I couldn't put it together. I think I started 5th in the heat and finished 8th. And I really needed every single lap. I honestly, going even into the feature, didn't know exactly what I was doing, but figured it out. It worked out. It's a very technical race track, to answer your question.
Yeah, I mean, it looks very technical. But once again, congratulations on the win. And before we get you out of here, is there anybody that you would like to thank to help get you here tonight?
Yeah, of course, Palmer at Golf for sponsoring the league, Dustin for putting it together, and then you guys up in the booth. We appreciate it.
Yep, and well, we'll see you next week at Donington, and go get you some more practice and go grab you another win.
All right, thanks, Alan.
And that was your race winner tonight, and we are going to go ahead and bring in P2, and that is Dan Ott. Dan, welcome to the broadcast booth. You started on the pole, but you couldn't quite hold off that hard charging number tour truck of Brian Mulder. Take us through that race, and take us to the race, and what would you needed to possibly catch back up to Brian?
Oh, a jet engine probably. I didn't have anything for him. I was just saving tires and fuel. I knew it was going to be tight from the beginning, so I just saved the whole race, and I guess it worked out.
Well, hey, you managed a top 2 finish, to be on the podium, and next week we 2 races left in the season, Donington and Daytona. Which track are you looking forward to the most? Are you looking forward to Donington or Daytona?
Definitely Daytona. I barely know Donington. I don't even know which one that is. So.
Well, look, man. I'm sure Joliet, Illinois is proud of you, and I got to go up that way a couple weeks ago and take in the 34th annual Prairie Dirt Classic, so that was fun. And but nonetheless, before we get you out of here, is there anybody that you'd like to thank to help get you here tonight?
Oh, thank Evan and Palmer Golf for getting this league sponsored for us. And then thanks, Dustin, for running the show. Having a good time.
All right, Dan, we'll go ahead and get you out of here. We'll see you next week at Donington.
Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, on the finishing third, as we're going to do this, Cameron Caldwell. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good. I am very much worn out. My room was really hot, and after that 15-minute heat, I was already super sweaty, and I was not looking forward to another 35 minutes of that, but survived it, so feeling pretty good.
Well, look, man, you won Heat 1. You won the Heat going away. And then the invert gets you. And then you just absolutely picked up 7 spots and drove that truck all the way up to a podium finish.
Yeah, it was. I enjoy my clean air in the heat for sure. The new update to these trucks a couple months ago really hurts the following trucks in dirty air, and I feel it's especially prevalent on road courses now. Like there's just no rear grip, so it was tough trying to kind of figure that out because I didn't really have any practice running behind people until the start of the main. So locked up a couple times and slid the rears a little bit, and I just kind of like try not to use them up even more. But no, it was really enjoyable. Driving through the field was just nice to get some experience doing that. It was really tough to pass. I was just kind of hope that the guy in front of me would make a mistake and slide on by. But yeah, it was really enjoyable and wanted to do this more.
Well, look, man, before we get you out of here, is there anybody you'd like to thank to help get you here tonight?
Yeah, shout out RPS Marketing, main sponsor of my truck tonight. Shout out C2 Graphics. Shout out all my other sponsors, my teammates, any friends of mine watching. Shout out to you for broadcasting. Shout out to the guys who own the league for putting on this cool league. Kind of my dream league. I love driving trucks and road courses and plate tracks. That's like, it's perfect for me. I found it sometime last week and I was like, man, I don't think I've seen anything better than this. So
Well,
it's
look,
pretty enjoyable. Hope to come back soon.
well, look, next week we go to Donington, then we go to Daytona. But nonetheless, we're going to go ahead and get you out of here and celebrate that podium. And we'll see you next week at Donington.
Perfect. Thanks, man.
All right, and that was your third place finisher, Cameron Caldwell, also winning Heat 1. But we are going to go through the results real quick before we get on out of here. Bring those up on screen. There we go. As the racer has closed down, that's why you're seeing all the black there. But nonetheless, Brian Mulder wins the race. Dan Ott and Cameron Caldwell will join him on the podium. Fourth, fifth, and sixth will go to James Moore, Evan Hoopjack, and Dustin Bawley. Aaron Smith will finish eighth position tonight, while Laura Wiseman will finish 8th. Sam Stoner will finish 9th. Johnny Rapp rounding out your top 10. Ryan Campbell, Michael Kruger, Derek Piquet will be 11th, 12th, and 13th, while Tom Went, Jay Best, Sean Johnson will finish 14th, 15th, and 16th. 17th will go to Dave Grajewski from Vintage Racing. So we move on to the next page. Benson Weaver, Brian Wammer, Kenneth Stepp, Devin Jack will finish 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st. 22nd will go to Nick Seraf. Dakota Knoll will finish 23rd. Phil Keck will finish 24th. And rounding out your field and winning the race to the beer stand would be Mark Royce. And that is going to do it from the Road and Plate series here tonight. As we want to thank, first of all, Dustin Bawley for putting this race on here tonight. But we are going to get out of here, and as always, as the late, great Tony Sherpasso would say, as you watch your life, please don't play in traffic. And until we meet again, good night.